Hello everyone, my name is Nadeem Khan. Welcome to Uncommon Literature. Today I am going to share my own experience with you, that how you can write good answers through which you can get highest marks in your graduation and masters of English literature. This video is going to help the students who are in their graduation and masters and they are studying English literature in various universities. So when I was new, I was in my first semester, I was going through a lot of confusions, like how to get good marks. I earlier got very poor marks or average marks, I would call them, because I was very bright students. I got around 90 percentage in my 12th class, but that could not happen in the first semester. So I was struggling how to get good marks. So with gradual experience and a lot of studies, I came to know how to frame our answers. These values nobody will tell you, but I am here to tell you how you can frame your answers to get good marks. So let us begin. First of all, students, as a student of literature, it is very important for you to read the textbooks. No matter what text it is, if it is in your syllabus, and you have to read the text, understand the text, understand what is there, understand about it, every important aspect. Moving ahead, you have to know its themes. Every text has certain themes or some important aspects. You must note down all these important aspects, and later on, once you are done with these 2 points, you move to the critical essays. On every literary text, there are scholars who have written critical essays, and they are talking about the important aspects or important themes. They have given their own perspective as well. So one point you have to remember, that students, in one text there can be a certain number of themes. For example, if there is one text, it has got 5 themes. So if you read the critical essays by other scholars on these 5 themes, so you just have to make notes of that. Okay, and once you are done with your reading, make good detailed notes of every theme. Okay, and just remember them. Now the most important point which you have to keep in mind is that you will not get any other question, and you will not get any question outside these aspects. Okay, so for example, like you have one story, so you will only get the question from the story itself. You cannot get any question outside the story. Similarly, if there is one certain theme in that text, the examiner cannot ask you about any such theme which is not present in the text. Okay, so our work is to know what themes are there and just understand and read that text through that theme. Okay, now you have made your notes as well. After that, you have to focus on how you can frame your answer. There is a proper structure as well of that. So I will also make you familiar with the structure of the answer. Students, if you are writing an answer in your exam, there are 3 major subcategories or parts in which you can divide your answer. The first is introduction. You have to write down first para, in which you will mention the name of the text and the author and its publication date. Okay, and you have to mention 2-3 lines as introductory lines in the first paragraph, and whatever you know about the text or anything which just introduces, which talks about the text. In the second paragraph, you start the body of your answer. Here you have to start your answer with 1 point at a time. You have to talk through paragraphs, and one paragraph should only deal with one topic. If you want to mention some another idea, change that paragraph and then you mention about it. Okay, so you can just divide your answer into 5 to 6 paragraphs. It depends on you how much you have read, and it depends on you that how much points you have got on that particular question. Some students also have this question that how many pages we should write for say 15 marks question or say 20 marks question. So in literature, let me tell you, there is no limit on how many pages you have to write. It, like my professors used to advise us that you should justify your answer, you should justify what you are writing in your answers. It can be in 1 page, 2 page or 5 pages as well. Okay, so you should write down all the important points which you have to write in your answer. Okay, when you are done with all important points, in the end you have to write down one more paragraph that will be your conclusion. In conclusion, you just have to sum up what all you have said in your answer through from the beginning till now. Okay, so this is how you can get really good marks in your graduation and masters. And believe me, you must know all the themes of text, you must read the critical essays upon them. Now some students are also wondering that how to get the critical essays. So let me tell you that I studied in University of Delhi. So we used to study through Worldview edition books. Okay, in which at the back of that books we used to get some critical essays. So if you are reading from some prescribed books, behind that you have the critical essays, so you can just refer to them. They are the best essays actually. Okay, and if you do not have such text, then what you can do, you can easily download the research papers on internet. Just search them, the research paper on this particular text. Okay, you will be easily able to download that file and just read it. Okay, however, in the beginning you will feel a little uncomfortable and you will feel so many problems, but gradually you will understand how you have to get through that and how you have to understand these structures and these articles. Okay, so this was my secret how I got good marks and how I got I have got the highest marks in my batch. I have been the gold medalist of my batch in my masters, and that is how I have been able to analyze the literature thoroughly, and with that only I qualified NET and JRF. So here I am not praising myself, I am just letting you know that there is no shortcut. So you just have to follow the procedure, you just have to follow all the aspects of studying the literature, then only you will be successful. I hope I was able to convey to you what I wanted to. So if you still have some confusion, you can always reach to me, you can write me in the comment section. Thank you so much.